Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails to Azure. In the previous episode, we were the hometown hero, the pride of the precinct. We took care of every single one of monster quests that we can do on New Game. We got those detective points, got first rank, and had some wonderful bonding moments with certain characters around Crossbell. But now I want to bond with them all. We'll be talking to every single person in Crossbell. That's going to be the objective for this episode, possibly even the next. So you must be strapped in for that. Now, timestamps will sort of dictate where we are and what we do and the kind of talkies we do. Now, there's some bonding scenes left, and I kind of want to start with those. So let's begin by going to the Crossbell Police Academy, where we briefly stopped by. But I would like for us to go and have a scene with Mr. Garcia. So, we have Garcia back in detainment. He's currently undergoing treatment after his fight with the defense force. I could arrange a visit for you if you'd like. Let's do it. I should thank Garcia for what he did for me back then. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, Juan. Sure thing. I'll have Melvin guide you there. Visitation is 10 minutes maximum. As the inmate is currently injured, you've been granted special permission to greet him in his cell. Keep in mind that making direct contact with the incarcerated party or exchanging objects of any kind is strictly prohibited. Understood. Alright then. Rossi, you have visitors.
Send him in.
Hello, Garcia.
Huh. We meet again, kid. Good to see you managed to round up your pals.
Whoa there, big fella. You sure you should be sitting up right now? I heard you had a pretty nasty run-in with the defense force.
I've been better. Wouldn't exactly call a bare-knuckle brawl against rifles and stun halberds stacked in my favor. Hell, just sitting up was a struggle. What an embarrassment I am.
Given what you've endured, the fact that you can move at all is impressive. After seeing what the killing bird can do firsthand, I'm not surprised.
That said, this appears to be the extent of his range of motion at present.
I still owe you my thanks, Garcia. If you hadn't helped me escape this place back then, I'm not sure how I ever would have found my friends, let alone make it this far. Lloyd.
Huh. You came all the way here just to say that? Huh. I told you. Our little partnership was over the second we got past the front gate of the prison. In my eyes, you're still the punk bastard who took down Ravache. That ain't ever gonna change. Got it?
So you say. But that doesn't mean I can't express my gratitude. So thank you, Garcia. It's because of you that all of us are together again. And now that we are, we're gonna reach the truth, resolve this incident, and protect Crossbell. I promise you that.
Tch. Makes me sick to my stomach how much you remind me of him. I can see it in your eyes. The tenacity. The way he wouldn't throw in the towel no matter what anyone said, or how hard his ass got beat. You're the spitting image of your brother, Bannings. Through and through.
Damn, old man. I'll take that as a compliment.
Can't believe you got me to say that sappy garbage out loud. Don't you have somewhere else to be right now? Can't make good on that promise if you're hanging out here. So go on. Beat it.
Right. I get the message. Let's go, everyone. Damn. Old Bear is holding it together a lot better than I thought he'd be. You're right. I'm sure he'll be fully recovered and back on his feet before long. Still, The real surprise was seeing Garcia of all people dish out a pep talk. He's definitely changed since we first met. With all the crazy things he's gone through this year, I think it only makes sense. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
The way you said that. You sincerely believe that it has nothing to do with you?
Though it does have that kind of effect on people. Huh?
Come on, man. Being a baby-faced lady killer is one thing. Did you seriously become a bear tamer while you were behind bars too?
Some things never change.
Oh, that's so cute and wholesome, this whole gang. Alright, Juan. Man, I got some dishes for you. They're so weird. Got some pink liquids. Other than that, are you not happy? Are you not entertained? Thanks a bunch. Feel free to give me any more peculiar dishes you cook up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 2. 2? There's 2 dishes I haven't given you? Give me a second, man. Alright, I've cracked this whole case wide open. It's the burger and the cheese pizza, because both of these in their peculiar versions still give a lot of CP, so I've used them actually in battle. That explains why we can't give them now. I only have enough ingredients to make one of each, so I have to make this first try. So, who's feeling a bit peculiar? That's the thing. Do I give it to somebody who's bad, or do I give it to Tio who can make both? I don't know. Come on, Ellie. Do it for me. Yes, bitter burger. That also leaves the piping hot cheese pizza. Oh, we might give this one to Ellie too. Do I dare not make a save? No, I don't. I'll be honest with you. Come on now, Ellie. Quattro Pomodoro pizza. Thank you very much. That's gonna be a bitter burger coming up. I'm just giving him burgers and pizza right now.
Well, would you look at that? You kids are giving me a whole buffet of peculiar dishes by now. This should be more than enough to help the forensics class out with their training. Thanks for really cooking up a storm.
Don't mention it, Juan. I'm always happy to lend a hand to the old alma mater.
Commendable as ever, aren't we? Haven't changed a bit since those days, Lloyd. But at the very least, let me give you something as a token of my appreciation. It's an Enigma 2 quartz we recently put into service. They provided us with one extra, so I want you to have it.
Shroud. Wow, thanks, Juan. We'll be sure to make good use of it.
It's the least I could do for all your help. The next time I need a hand, I'll know who to call.
Thank you. Is that gonna be no enemy? Enemies less likely to notice you on the field. Look at the elemental effects on that. Like if I put that on Tio, look at everything she gets that she does not already have. I think that's the max level water spell too. Okay, we gotta mess around with that later for sure. Okay, so with that, we have talked to Juan. Let us do talkies around the rest of the police academy.
Oh, hey SSS. I heard you guys were the ones who managed to liberate the city. And now, you're off to finally put an end to all the turmoil here in Crossbell. Which means you're headed to that giant tree to rescue Kia, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
I'm guessing Mireille or Sonia caught you up on all of that.
Even then, you seem to be quite familiar with Kia's circumstances.
Yeah, we had a lot of time to bond whenever I go pick Ken and Nana up from Sunday school. I can't believe what they put her through. Propping her up as some divine child or whatever after we became independent. It's not like I fully get everything that's been going on or why, but I know she's waiting on you to come rescue her. So do us all a favor and bring her home, and give her an extra hug from me too. Yet another life that Kia and the SSS have touched. Thank you, Juna. I think we needed to hear that. We plan to fulfill our duties to the best of our ability. You make sure to do the same, okay? Right. Just leave it to me. I'll help out on the ground however I can. I'm gonna head into the city and do some hands-on training, by which I mean help out the department.
You can count on me to take care of things on the ground while you guys go out there to fight. Good luck, SSS.
Thank you, Juna. See you in a couple of years. Now then.
Well, if it isn't Sergei's kids. If you haven't heard, I've been placed in charge of security around the academy to make up for their lack of manpower. It's been a long time since I was last an on-site commander. I'll try to make it work for the sake of the cadets.
There's quite a bit of unrest among the cadets, Chief. We also have civilians who were originally here for traffic school. They all want to return to the city now that the barrier's gone.
That's understandable. Best we have that taken care of right away then. The ladies and I will handle getting them where they need to go. I want the rest of you to keep up your patrols of the area.
Yes, sir. Things are settling back in. With Lloyd in front. I mean, Ellie's got the gun. Do like the gun, but still. Status report. No abnormal activity spotted in the vicinity of the academy. We will continue to remain on guard. Good. Kate?
Oh, just officer. We came in with Chief Jellic after the CDF withdrew. They left the place pretty understaffed, too. Just leave the academy to us. We'll keep the place secure.
Melvin. The defense force finally handed jurisdiction over the prison back to us. And that's certainly for the best. Security enforcement was far too strict.
I agree. I know they were dealing with a potential invasion by the two major powers, but they still took it too far. They may have tightened security so much because I was in custody. Dieter seemed especially wary of the possibility of the SSS reuniting.
Indeed. But now he's the one crying in jail, or whatever this is in President's jail. With that, the academy's checked out. We got some bonding to do. And that bonding, well, let's go to St. Ursula Medical College now that we have Rixia with us, and perhaps she will actually want to come along this time around. Let's talk to the rest of the gang too. Hey, what's up with that giant tree? Now is it glowing blue like that? Just sprung out of nowhere too. What is this, some kind of fairy tale? Oh, well, at any rate, I'll do what I can to keep the hospital safe. I'm relying on you, Tony.
My apologies, everyone. I'll have to excuse myself here. Are you sure, Rixia?
Still not ready, huh?
Wait, Rixia. Why not come with us? The least you could do is hear Ilya's voice again. Hear her voice? You don't think you'll be ready to face her until the dust has settled, right? I get why you feel that way, and I respect your decision. But would standing outside of Ilya's room while we visit and hearing what she has to say go against that?
Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. We've already come this far. Can't you reward yourself just a little?
Yes. Keep in mind that our toughest battles are still to come. Ilya's one of the people you're fighting for. Surely would give you strength to hear from her.
I don't see why not. As long as she doesn't see you and you don't speak with her, you wouldn't be going against your vow.
If you keep putting this off, it might be too late by the time you change your minds. You're right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll do it then. I'll come along and stand outside the room while you visit her. If you don't mind, that is. Of course we don't. Yeah. Now let's go see Ilya.
Let's go! She's coming with.
Oh, sis? So this is where you were, Cecile. Hello, Lloyd. I had to come out and have a look at that tree for myself. I have never seen anything like it. The sight of it is completely alien, yet somehow soothing, almost endearingly so. It pains me that I can empathize. Bell did say that tree itself is Kia. Put that way, maybe it's not such an inexplicable feeling after all. Say, Lloyd, you're all headed there, aren't you? That's right. Somewhere in that tree, we'll find Kia,
as well as the truths we've been looking for.
No matter how dangerous it may be, we can't turn back now. We have to keep moving forward. I understand. But if I'm being completely honest, I want nothing more than to keep you here with me, away from danger. 3 years ago, I lost someone I loved very dearly. I can't bear to go through that again. Cecile. But I know if Guy were with us today, he'd be doing the exact same thing as you. He would leap into action without a second thought to protect what was most dear to him.
You're right, Cecile.
So that being the case, I want you to promise me one thing. That you'll come back safely with Kia's smiling face in tow. If you can give me your word on that, I'll stay right here, waiting patiently for you to return.
Cecile. It's a promise. Just give us some time and we'll come back before you know it.
This is going to be our most difficult battle yet, but we will prevail.
That's right. Nothing is going to stop us from bringing Kia home.
We also gotta beat some sense into Arios too.
I suppose somebody has to. Thank you, everyone. I think I can be at ease now. And as a little symbol of our promise, I want you to have this.
Valiant heart. What's this, Cecile?
A present Guy gave to me when I took my final exam in nursing school. Whenever I feel I'm in need of his personal brand of strength and courage, I just take this pendant in my hand and clutch it tight. It's very precious to me, so as part of our promise, I want you to bring it back safely with you.
It'd be our honor. We'll make sure to return this once everything settles.
Good. Then may the blessings of the goddess be with you all.
Thank you, dear sis. This is Strength, Def, ATS, and ADF plus 100, a keepsake from Cecile, an accessory that embodies Guy's will. Absolutely crazy. I'm gonna be putting that on someone.
I want you to be especially careful out there, Rixia. Ilya doesn't say it, but I can tell that you've been on her mind ever since she woke up. You think so?
We'll find out soon enough.
The Defense Force has assigned soldiers to escort ambulances and buses along the highway. Between those injured during martial law and those who otherwise couldn't visit the hospital until now, we're nearing capacity. Fortunately, Aeolia from the Bracer Guild came to lend a hand. I feel like we'll be alright with her here.
Oh, I'll go pay a visit.
I got a call from Mr. Hayworth earlier. He said he'd be stopping by the hospital today. I asked him to bring a fresh supply of vegetables from Armorica for me to cook some proper dishes with. A nutritious meal is the most important thing you can give yourself, so I'm sure this will brighten the patient's days.
Oh.
We have a lot of patients to take care of today, so make sure you eat all the food you can, Mishad. You're gonna need it with how hard you'll be working on site today.
Yes, ma'am. I won't let you down.
Just try not to eat too fast. Choke, and you might be the one who needs taking care of.
Womp womp.
That's it, Mishad. Eat as much as you can. Just try not to swallow too fast. Choke, and you might be the one who needs taken care of. Whoosh. I feel so honored being let in these back rooms. Locked to me for so long. Even though there's nobody here, I just want the privilege. I can walk anywhere in Crossbell right now. And it feels good. The faculty's morale is shot right up since we started receiving outpatients again. Everyone's going full throttle to take care of our new arrivals, so I'm gonna match their pace and clean my little heart out. Oh. Cute. Cute. Cute final note for you. Cute final note for you. Now then, nobody in the boys' storms, probably. Oh, sorry, the girls' storm. The downstairs is the boys' storms. And one last check. No. It's gone. Like an angel's kiss.
disappeared. It was there for a moment, and then it was gone. Is Janitor Dyson up here? He is.
That tree's really something else, eh? Even from here, you can make out all the tiny details on it. Kinda makes me wonder if our little Crossbell is gonna be alright when this is all said and done.
Yeah. I wish I could pan the camera and look over. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, we're nearing the end of this. We're about to dive into Trails of Cold Steel. 3D. I get to turn the camera around. There's going to be much more room for expression too. It's the end of it. Let me not get ahead of myself. We got things to do. We got a whole world to save. We don't even know if we can save the world. We got to just go with the flow. No Shizuku here though. I'm super happy she has her eyesight. I was a little worried when we entered the room with her because obviously her dear papa had said something to her like, I need you to do this thing for me. And I thought it was a little sinister, like he was setting up a trap or something, but no. Arios just wanted to give us the Tonfas. Now then, we'll save Rixia for last. Linen room! Okay, nobody's here. You have to say it that way if you enter the linen. Mr. Donovan!
Howdy there, SSS.
Good day, everyone.
Inspector Donovan?
Is it all right for you to be out of bed already?
Sure is. I just had my discharge approved a little while ago. I heard all about the operation you guys pulled in the city, so I'm ready to get up there and start pulling my weight.
Granted, he was originally supposed to stay longer so they can continue to observe his progress. But Donnie was practically begging to be let go. I gave him the okay, so long as he doesn't overdo it.
I bet Raymond's gonna be stoked to see you back in action. With you returning, Inspector, the 2nd Division will practically be at full strength again.
Well, I'm not 100% just yet, but I'll try to help out however I can without landing myself back in this room. I know you kids are about to have a fight of your lives, so be careful.
We will, Inspector.
The plan is to get back to the force ASAP, because how useful I can be, but I'm sure there's some way I can help. Tell you kids are about to have the fight of your lives, be careful.
Actually, Donnie wasn't supposed to get discharged for several more days, but he practically begged to be let go. I'm happy for him, though. Best of all, I get to see him strut his stuff in those sexy suspenders again.
It's okay. I mean, he has a certain rugged inspector look, you know? I can dig it. I can dig it. Sure. I'll give you this one, Farah. After I'm done with my rounds, I have more surgeries scheduled for later. Talk about a busy day. Still, a doctor's duty never changes, no matter what may be going on elsewhere. We have a responsibility to help those who are close at hand. That's what it means to be a medical professional.
I received word that I'll be able to leave the hospital today. It's been a huge weight off my shoulders. I know things outside are a total mess right now, but I still want to go home and be there for my family.
The doctor seemed especially frazzled with their rounds today. Not that there's any surprise, what with the sudden influx of new patients. Just hope they managed to handle it all.
This is St. Ursula. I don't got it down in my mind.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any crazier, that tree showed up out of nowhere. Martha told me to keep my composure for the sake of the patients, but that's easier said than done. I don't know how much longer I can hold it together.
These are crazy times. Now that we can accept outpatients again, we're as busy as we've ever been, if not more so. I can only imagine how many people have been kept from coming in for a visit these past few weeks. Well, I'm not gonna let a little rush affect me or my nurses. We can handle this.
Let's split up the patients, Cyrone. We'll get those temperatures taken in no time. Right behind you, Mayfa.
You got your thermometer ready?
Right here.
That's not a thermometer, Cyrone.
It's not?
So what have you been putting up people's...
Silly me. It's not even the right size. They look so similar that I mixed them up.
How is it possible to get this much wrong? This girl's going to be the death of me, I swear. Oh, this is fun. I was like, oh, Mayfa Cyrone power team? Is this going to be the happy ending? And then it was like, oh, Cyrone, cue the laugh track, you know. I'm so bored. This hospital doesn't even have a subscription to Hotshot. Be nice if we could at least get a visitor. One with a copy of Hotshot on them, ideally. You pig.
What in Adios' name is that giant blue tree to the east? Oh, Adios, we beseech you, please save us.
Well, apparently this tree rivals even Adios? What the...
My mother's being discharged, so I'm here to pick her up. She's been stuck at the hospital all this time. I can't wait to bring her back home with us.
Before President Croiss's arrest, nobody was allowed to come to the hospital for anything that wasn't urgent. How could he be so heartless? To a parent, any illness or injury a child suffers is urgent.
I don't want to take any medicine if it's gonna taste all nasty.
That's how you know it's working, though. I'm finally able to come see my friend in the hospital. It must have been lonely enduring all those weeks without any visitors. We have a lot of catching up to do. Hope you brought hotshot.
Oh, hello, SSS. I know things may seem bad right now, but now's not the time to lose faith. I hope we can all go have fun again sometime after everything is settled.
No need to ask me twice. I'll hold you to it, Lan.
Better days are ahead. We'll be sure to make it back in one piece.
I'm so tired of waiting around.
Thank the goddess we can finally come to the hospital. If only we weren't so crowded. The doctors must have their hands full. I hope they'll be alright.
It's good to see more outpatients like me are being admitted again. I've been at a loss since my prescription ran out. That was back before we got word that it was okay to come here.
I couldn't tell you enough how important access to a hospital is for us older folk. It's certainly a load off my shoulders that they're accepting appointments here again.
I'm busy escorting any patients who haven't been able to come to the hospital until now. That applies to more people than I'd expected, as it turns out. It's gonna take me several trips to help them all.
You're really going above and beyond.
Try not to overexert yourself, Ilya. Loving words of concern from my darling Tio. Her reactions are always so blunt and calculating, and yet underneath it all is a caring sweetheart. I'm beginning to think that she and Chief Roberts would get along well. Okay. Now that I've had my daily dose of encouragement a la Tio, I'm raring to go. Just you wait, Tio. When this is all said and done, I'm gonna jump into your loving arms for a big ol' hug. My greatest battle might not be in the Azure tree after all.
How are you two? Finally making up?
I'll be assisting you with the surgery today, Dr. Gailey.
Very well. They tell me you synthesized a new anesthetic. Prepare them for me if you'd be so kind. Well. Seems that bald head of yours isn't so empty after all.
My head may be bare, but at least it's clean, unlike that filthy caterpillar on your lip. That said, you do seem to have an air of dignity about you today, as if you stepped right out of back alley Dr. Glenn.
Well, shall we get on with the surgery? There's no time like the present.
Yes, let's.
Oh, that's so... why am I getting emotional at Baldo's? So sorry. I meant to say Lago. Lago's bald head shining, and then it became Baldo. Alright, Dr. Baldo.
I should expect nothing less from an adversary worthy of my talents. Now then, we have patients waiting for us. Let's get to work.
I may not like Dr. Lago, but there's no one else I can rely on more than him. Right now, I feel as if there isn't a surgery in the world I couldn't pull off flawlessly. It's just like a top 5 wholesome moments of this game. Dude, we've seen them, they've fought for so long. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. My eyes are stinging a little. That's way too sweet. The chief is usually pretty laid back. She's been more focused than ever since that tree appears. Now that she's all keyed up, she'll probably end up working the next 3 days straight. I have to make sure I don't have any plans.
That tree that appeared in the wetlands is unlike anything I've ever seen or read about. By what means did it appear? For what purpose? This is a scientific marvel for the ages.
Well, I'll go get the first-hand account. You can read about it in the Crossbell Times. Some of the patient's conditions have been worsening due to the stress of what's happening in the state. Psychology is a tad outside our scope here at St. Ursula, but I'd like to at least provide those patients with a little peace of mind. Salem?
I heard what happened to Shizuku McLean, that her eyesight has been completely restored. As her former doctor, I should be ecstatic for her, but I can't help but have mixed feelings. Given what we've witnessed the last several weeks, I can only imagine her recovery is also tied to some sort of miraculous power. As a medical practitioner, it's frustrating to feel so powerless in comparison. My apologies. Forget I said anything. Obstinacy is just a unfortunate habit of mine.
I can sort of see it though, like you gave it all the medical treatment and it just wasn't enough. But is that also what let her do it? Or was like all your hard work for naught since it got healed just magically? And if Kia's magic fades, is Shizuku's eyesight still okay? We'll see.
We're swamped with patients right now, but it's not gonna slow me down. I'm not even half the woman Dr. Salin is, but one day, I aim to be just as capable as her.
Oh, you go, girl. With that, let's go see Ilya. With Rixia in the party, deciding to stay outside, I need a chat with our beloved performer. Wusha.
I'll stay behind while you all go inside. Of course, whatever you're comfortable with.
Trust us. We won't let on that you're out here. Hello.
I was wondering where all of you were. I can tell things have taken a turn for the worse. They're saying some bizarre giant tree sprouted up out of nowhere. Yeah, the situation is complicated at the moment. To tell you the truth, we don't have the answers ourselves. As much as we'd like to, we can't say for certain that the hospital is safe either. Take care of yourself, Ilya. We'd hate for something to happen to you again. Don't you worry about me, Ellie. I don't know exactly what's going on out there. But I do know that you kids are gonna pull through. As long as you keep on fighting, the things that matter most to you are always in your reach. The same goes for me. I'm not giving up until I take to the stage again. We're in the final act now, boys and girls. Get out there and finish what you started. Thank you, Ilya.
Hell yeah. Not like a pep talk from the fervent dancer to get you raring to go.
By the way, there's a certain someone over there who's so worried she just couldn't stay away. Am I right? Ilya, how did you... You could tell? I don't know who it is, but they must be a shy little sweetheart. One who's ironically reserved in spite of that strikingly perfect body of theirs.
Doesn't know my ass.
So much for not noticing her. Well, mystery stranger, whoever you are, you should know that I've already started my rehabilitation. So if you don't keep practicing, I'm going to catch up and pass you again in no time. If you don't want to be left behind, you'd better settle things quickly so we can finish what we started. One more thing. Take care and look after yourself. Because no matter how strong you are, you're still a young girl. With that said, just like on our stage, there are some strengths that only a woman can show. As long as you remember that, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sorry, Ilya. Well, I think I've taken enough of your valuable time for one visit. You all had better be careful too, little guy. I don't want to find out that you made my darling Cecile cry, you know. We won't, Ilya.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I owe you an apology, Rixia. I never imagined she'd be able to notice you from outside the room.
You were trying to conceal your presence with that magical yin hoo-ha, weren't you? How the heck did she catch on?
Simply put, Ilya's a genius. She probably knew it was me from the sound of my footsteps and the pattern of my breaths. After all, synchronizing our breathing is something we're used to doing when we perform. If only she could be this sharp and attentive to things unrelated to the stage, too. She can be a little untidy behind the scenes. Such things are what we have come to expect from Ilya. She really is full of surprises. Yes, her words were just what I needed to strengthen my own resolve. I'm ready, everyone. Let's go. Right there with you, Rixia. Every step of the way.
True. So true. Also, Ilya, I'm coming back for you.
Hey, little guy. You're just the man I wanted to see. Do me a favor and take this.
Fervent Dancer's hairpin. I wonder if we would have gotten this, like, immediately if we didn't have Rixia with us. So the Rixia scene is, well, optional since we don't have to have her with us.
What's this? It's the hair ornament I was wearing on stage during my first night as Arkanseal's lead performer. I've been holding on to it ever since. It helps me keep the same resolve I had with me that night. It's quite the collector's item, you know.
I'll say. There are some nuts who would kill to get their hands on that thing.
Ilya, I can't take something like this. Not when it's this important to you. Oh, it's fine. Think of it as a gift for all that you've done for me. I want you to carry it with you as a good luck charm. Okay? Alright. Thank you, Ilya. I'll cherish it.
Aw.
I know you kids are gonna pull through. As long as you keep on fighting, the things that matter most to you are always in your reach. The same goes for me. I'm not giving up until I take to the stage again. Now get out there and finish what you started. And do me a favor. Take care of the girl who's standing outside my room right now. She's kind of important to me.
Oh. Cute. What is this item, though? Ooh, strength ADS, speed plus 10, accuracy plus 50. A keepsake from Ilya was worn during her debut. We're gonna have so many crazy items to equip our party when the time comes for that. But for now, the exit sign I see. The sheets are clean. My conscience is clear. And Rixia, I think, can breathe a little easier. And with that, we depart St. Ursula for the last time. Turn around. Giving a salute in real life. And we're going. We're going. For that Merkaba. Onwards. So, we've already been taking up quite a bit of the episodes. And I think what I want to do with this talkie episode is really, let's stick to the outskirts of town and sort of go around. And then next episode around, which I think is like episode 99, it's going to be Crossbell City Talkies. And then episode 100, head to the Azure tree. Oh, man, this is perfect. What's the playtime right now? Because last time around, we hit level 100 as the, or hour 100 as the final boss battle began. 97 hours, 23 minutes. Sort of 1 hour per episode. All right. Well then, I think since we've done this, let's go Bellguard Gate. All right, boys, don't arrest me, haha, please. Hey, Randy, SSS. It's been a while since I've seen you guys around.
Yo, Carter. How's it hanging here at Bellguard?
Well, pretty messy to be honest, the situation being what it is. The commander has us on the lookout for a potential invasion by the Imperial Army. But seeing as Erebonia is caught up in a civil conflict right now, I doubt we'll have anything to worry about.
That's true. Not to make light of war, but it may be a blessing in disguise.
Still, sounds like things are pretty stressful. Try to hang in there, yeah? Leave it to us. We'll show you guys what the Defense Force is all about. Our independence is invalid, our Secretary of Defense has disappeared, and the Defense Force is in shambles. As long as we have Commander Baelz to guide us, we won't be losing sight of our purpose anytime soon. Now more than ever, the CDF needs to step up and keep Crossbell safe. I'm just curious how they're gonna wrap this whole story up, this whole Crossbell storyline with independence and all the things. That's always what's fascinated me about these stories. Like, I don't think it's hard to come up with like a good idea, a fun spark of something, but then actually seeing it through and bringing everything to a satisfactory conclusion, that is the stuff of legends. My niece practically gave out when that tree appeared in the wetlands. I wish there was some way I could help. This is too much for a lowly private like myself to handle. For now, I need to focus on upholding my duties as a Defense Force soldier. You can come with us, Loggins. I'd take ya. I'd take ya.
So much has happened so quickly. Our independence being declared invalid, the Secretary of Defense going missing, now the detainment of the President. It makes me wonder how much longer there's even going to be a Crossbell Defense Force. I've been mulling over my doubts for hours, and it isn't helping.
Womp womp. Hello.
There's a civil war raging in the Empire, but even still, I want to return to my homeland. Never in a million years would I have guessed a bridge was going to be destroyed, though. What are we going to do now?
Just because the bridge between Crossbell and Erebonia is destroyed, doesn't mean we shouldn't be wary of the Imperial Army. If they wanted to invade, they could get that bridge back up in no time. For better or worse, though, the Empire's caught up in a civil conflict right now. That'll give us some time to prepare. Yeah, they're deep in it. Better them than me. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. All I know is that I want to protect what's important to me. So here goes nothing. First things first, I need to eat and build up my strength. Yes, the passionate hot pot made with love.
Everyone is uneasy right now, but I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. After all, Kless said he'd protect me no matter what. In return, I'm going to do what I can to raise the guardsman's spirit.
That's great, Stella. Keep it up, you're stellar. Times like these are horrible for your mental health. So when you rest, set a few moments aside to relax your mind as well. Maybe I should take that advice myself. I'm beginning to wonder if we'll ever see a day of peace again. Yeah, don't just sit there on your enigma. It's just stimulating your mind, playing around with the orbments and, the quartz, setting up new lines. Just, take some time for the mind to wander, to walk around, to find nooks and crannies. Hello. The commander sided with the defense force, and the second lieutenant started the resistance. Each chose their own separate path after careful consideration. As for the rest of the guardsmen, most of us got so swept up in the excitement of becoming the CDF that we just went with the flow. Makes me feel a little pathetic. Oh, Romeo. Oh, buddy's here. Baelz. Where was Baelz? Commander... Oh, we can actually see the Sphere of Annihilation. Wow. That's so cool.
We came to Bellguard Gate in hopes of returning to the Empire. But nobody ever told us that Garcia Fortress had been reduced to nothing. How are we supposed to get home now?
Oh, it's so fun seeing this side of the story. I'm looking forward to seeing the other side now, and so the whole puzzle piece is going to come together. So even when we're playing Trails of Cold Steel, we're like, oh gosh. We know Garcia Fortress is going to go with a Sphere of Annihilation, but when? Fitting. Fitting place to meet you, Baelz. Commander Baelz. I was wondering where you were.
Hello there, SSS.
Quite a view, ain't it? We saw it happen too. That white Aeon obliterating the railway guns in the blink of an eye.
She didn't do it herself, but Kia's power was still the cause of this.
We received some intriguing intel from the Empire that you may like to hear, though we have no way to confirm it. There are soldiers unaccounted for, but the Imperial Army has yet to confirm a single casualty as a result of the Aeon's attack.
Are you saying they could still be alive? Given what happened to the fortress, it would have to be a miracle.
Again, that isn't confirmed, nor do we understand what happened during the attack from a scientific standpoint. But the matter that was affected by the White Aeon's ability to manipulate space may not have been destroyed per se. If that is the case, then Kia may have influenced the miracle subconsciously. I'm sure Erebonia is suffering enough due to the war. It would be a relief if their soldiers could be returned.
By the way, I heard the good news. Your operation in Crossbell City was quite the success, it seems.
It went better than we ever could have expected.
We wouldn't have pulled it off if not for you, Commander. It was your slip of the tongue that allowed us to pursue the declaration of invalidity. Please, I didn't do anything of note. Everything you have achieved is of your own doing. I have merely commanded the Crossbell Defense Force in accordance with the orders I was given by the President. Now that the state's independence has been called into question, I may not be fit to serve this position any longer. Wait, what are you saying? That would be going a bit overboard, don't you think? You needn't worry. I fully understand what is required of me here and now. As for what I'll do when all of this is over, however, that's harder to say. Regardless, for the time being, I will carry out my role as commander to the best of my ability. Deputy Commander Douglas is meeting with Speaker McDowell to determine a course of action going forward. As the CDF's commanding officer, I have to remain on full alert against potential conflicts with the Empire and Republic. As for what I'll do when all of this is over, however, that's harder to say. Okay.
Personally, I'm glad we don't have those Aeons anymore. I don't think any person should be allowed to wield that kind of power.
The Imperial nobles have deployed an aerial warship for use in their civil war. If something like that was paired with the Imperial Army's armor divisions, the Empire would be unstoppable. I can't be the only one wishing we still had those Aeons to protect us. Oh, I feel like you're differing a bit here. I'm just quickly going to scroll through the guide here to see if would something have changed at Bellguard if we brought Noel with us. Is there anything worth doing at Bellguard? It does not look like it is. The only scene or bonding event we've yet to get is Sully's in the entertainment district. And lots of New Game Plus monsters that we cannot touch yet. But that, also, you go down on the railway, there's probably somebody down here. Come on. Somebody I can have a quick little chat with. Oh, hold on. So, let's check around this platform. All the way. There's gonna be something good here. Just you wait. It's gonna blow your minds. Just you wait. And up here. Any second now. Here they come. An old cooking book over there. We're already master chef of the cosmos. And it's a lot of nothing. It's a lot of nothing. That's okay. All right. Let's get our butt out of here and go somewhere new. Next up. Well, I suppose that would be Mainz. We already had a wonderful scene at Der Siegel with Joshua, Estelle, Ren, and Meister Jorg. Sort of the aftermath of Potter Modder's sacrifice. But now, Amy, speaking of sacrifice, have you found any men to sink those fangs of yours into?
What's with that pale blue tree in the distance? Mainz is one of the highest places in the state, and it's still taller. It's crazy. Grandma's the history buff around here, and even she's never seen anything like it. I'm starting to get the jitters.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Amy. I just keep assuming you're stuck in your man-eater phase, but you've changed. I never thought I'd see anything like this in my lifetime. Gah, snap out of it, Carlos. Now's not the time to be getting weak in the knees. The mine's open again, and everyone is motivated to work. I gotta look on the bright side of things. You do! You do!
After all that commotion way down south, a couple of exhausted bracers and a crying little girl showed up here. I'm guessing they were part of the group that freed Crossbell City. We're happy to host them for as long as they need. Any allies of the Resistance are allies of ours.
Got a good heart.
Gans and Marlowe looked weirdly giddy while they were on their way to work. I'll bet they're planning to throw a party tonight to celebrate the mine's reopening. Jeez, what a pain. But considering everything else going on outside the village, it's a relief to know some things never change.
Oh, that was a nice final note for Luca. I mean, she's still Luca, but, you put a little positive twist on it.
I hear the guards who joined the Resistance are now working with the Defense Force. Once President Kreutz was arrested, the hostilities had no reason to continue. It's a relief to know that Mireille and the others' efforts haven't gone to waste.
Mireille and the rest of the former CGF members fought hard for us through the Resistance efforts, and for so long, too. They thanked us repeatedly before leaving town, but really, we're the ones who owe them a great debt. I'd like to invite them back to Mainz once all of this is over and done with.
Oh. It's been nice to see. The Mainz mountain spirit.
Dad and the miners got to go back to the mine today. Seeing them happy makes me kinda happy too. Is that weird?
No, that's human. That's very human. I get happy when I see my favorite folks happy.
It's a great relief to know that Loki can return to the mine. I can't say for sure what will become of Crossbell from here on out. As long as the younger generation stays strong and grounded, I'm sure there's hope for the future.
I even sometimes cry if someone very close to me is very happy. Like I'm just so happy for them. I'm crying just thinking about it. So let's not. What's up?
Max is feeling better again, and thank goodness for that. Seeing him and his fellow miners so hard at work is nothing short of inspiring. As a proud woman of Mainz, it's my duty to support him as best I can.
Yes, you do. One bento box at a time. We're going up to Bakray and Kimmy.
This big weird tree popped up out of nowhere outside. But Dad has been smiling ever since the mine opened back up. And as long as Daddy's happy, that makes me happy too.
Yes, it's all about happiness.
All the folks in Mainz are real proud of our mine. It's that pride that'll carry us through the rough times, no matter how crazy things get. I'm sure you'll have something you can't give up on too. Never forget that.
I won't. Take your words to heart and treasure them and talk to you. I remember your name, of course. I said I wouldn't forget. And I remembered last time, so really I'll let it go in the back of my head for just a second here. Oh, hey, Wenzel.
I had to exterminate some particularly dangerous monsters when they opened the mine back up. They were nothing special compared to the magic golems or a cryptid, but still, hunting monsters solo is no easy task.
Wow, that's still pretty incredible of you.
Just goes to show, they make bracers out of sterner stuff over in the Empire. You flatter me. Erebonia is currently embroiled in a civil war. I won't deny my concerns over how my homeland is doing. But now's not the time for that. We have other issues lying before us. If I can't handle them now, then I don't deserve to look back on the past or toward the future.
He never goes easy on himself, does he? Man, Wenzel. Miranda.
Yes! I fear it may still be too early to open the mine. But if you want to bring the entire town together as one, there's really no way around it. I'd rather not see my husband go back down there, but I know he needs to. I have to support him.
Yes. It's funny how the brain works. All this stuff's it's just in there, man. It's just in there. Times are tough right now. We got to do everything we can to keep Mainz kicking. Maybe if I do enough, Luca will eventually come around on me. I wouldn't be holding my breath. I was thinking of heading straight to the casino, now that we could travel to the city again. But in the end, I decided to roll up my sleeves there at work before anything else. Alright, let's do this. Oh, Gantz. Reopening the mine is a pain in the ass. You know what? I missed it when it was closed. Not working here just didn't feel right. Huh, guess I got mining in my blood after all.
I had a talk with Mayor Bixon, and we agreed to reopen the mine. The Septium veins carry the lifeblood of our village in them. The way I see it, Mainz needs this place to move forward. We've been away for a while. Now I can finally get back to it. Time to make up for all that lost digging.
And Max? Everyone's really raring to go after being away from the mines for so long. Me? I'm about to explode! Dig, and dig some more, that's what we miners do. Dig, and dig some more, that's what we miners do. Indeed, digging a hole, diggy hole. If we head over here, this is the last car paint that I got by loading a previous save, but I haven't actually gotten it on this save properly, so now we do. Now we have all the car paint works. You already gotten the achievement though, I'm sure you remember. But there, it's done officially. And so we weren't completely lost on that if you're following along using me as a guide. You brave soul. Now then, we're out. That's Mainz, baby. With that, whoosh. Come pick me up, please. Man, I'm spoiled. Just having the grocer to come personally pick me up for my little errands. It's fun. Let's go Armorica. Now then, the other half. I've been looking for a way to deal with the pleroma grass in these lotus fields. Problem is, the moment you weed it out, it grows right back. If only we could get rid of it altogether.
Agreed. Removing those plants should be a top priority, seeing as they're known to cause cryptids to appear.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some things out for now and see if I can make any progress. Oh, by the way, there's something I want you all to know. It's time. I'm ready to set a date and tie the knot with Pearl. I haven't actually brought it up to her yet, with everything going on, but preparations are already underway.
Oh my. Congratulations to you both.
Haha, thanks. I think this latest round of drama reminded me how much I love her. She's the one I'm fighting to protect. You'll get your invitations once the date is set. I hope you can make it. Aww. I kept Pearl waiting for long enough. I'm finally ready to set a date and get married. For me, being a bracer isn't just about protecting Crossbell. I've always been fighting to protect her too. Sweet man. Ladies, get you a Scot in your lives.
None of us could have expected things to take a turn like this. Crossbell's burgeoning growth as a trade city and forceful bid for independence have stirred up the entire continent. It's possible that this is all retribution for pursuing so much wanton innovation with little to no regard for tradition.
Even then, that's no reason to just sit back and accept it for what it is. Say this really is a trial from Adios. She could be testing us to see if we can overcome it.
Maybe so. Perhaps this time I changed my rigid ways of thinking. Harold returned to the city earlier today. Now Derek and I are discussing how best to guide the village moving forward. We could have used Harold's expertise for a while longer, but I understand why he had to leave. He said he had other places he wanted to help. It wouldn't have been fair of us to ask him to stay.
Yeah, we know he's going to be bringing some supplies to St. Ursula from Armorica, but he's probably at home with the fam for one last scene. That giant tree is putting all the villagers on edge. Although the president was arrested, that blue grass hasn't left our fields and cryptids still roam the highway. I'll advise the villagers to remain cautious. We're not through the storm just yet.
Looking at that azure-colored tree makes me awfully uneasy. I can't afford to be frozen in fear, though. Derek and Tolt are working hard for the village, and I need to support them.
I imagine that if we manage to deal with the tree, the pleroma grass too should be dealt with. Sort of a 1-2 punch. That's all I can hope, but for what? Why is the tree here? Because it doesn't seem like the tree is inherently evil. I think it depends on what you use it for. We'll see. Ange, am I seeing things? Or is that a gigantic tree in those wetlands over yonder? What in tarnation is happening? How's a man supposed to form like this?
Pull yourself together, Donald. You need to be the man of the house at times like these. For Camille and Polly's sakes.
Huh. Ange is right, ain't she? How are the villagers supposed to get food if us farmers don't farm?
Donald has a bit of a yellow streak, so you have to light a fire under him from time to time. When the going gets tough, it's on us to dig deep and push our way through.
Farewell, old McDonald's. You had a farm.
The grown-ups are all freaking out, but I think that tree's the coolest thing ever. Climbing up something that big would be super-duper fun, I bet. Colin went home to the city with his dad, but he promised to come back and play again someday. A massive tree pops out of nowhere, but Camille and Polly are as relaxed as ever. Still, it's one of the reasons I like them so much. I'll have to be ready to reel those two in, though, if anything bad happens.
That's right, Stefan.
You're the responsible one. I was afraid Jake would buckle under the pressure when that tree appeared. But thanks to Harold's advice, he looks more motivated than ever before. My grandson's finally managed to find his mercantile spirit deep down. As long as he has that, I think he'll be just fine.
Mr. Hayworth gave me some advice before he left. In times like these, our business is to do good business for the good of all. He was so right. If running Gramps' store can help this village, then I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Oh. Jake, oh Jake, oh Jake. He's coming around to it. He has decided to accept the responsibility put upon him, and to work for the good of all. That tree put my jaw right on the floor, that's for sure. Still, when things get this flabbergasting, it's important to take a step back from it all and decompress. Speaking of which, worn-out priest and sister checked in a little bit ago. I think I'll bring them some coffee later. Yeah, been there. Between the occasional cryptid and that tree showing up, traveling the highways is still a little dicey. That didn't stop Harold from leaving, though. He promised to bring back a book I'd like the next time he comes. Isn't it just like him to be so thoughtful? I can hardly wait for his next trip here.
I never used to pay much mind to Keith's advances, but he surprised me this time. Can't believe I'm saying it, but he's more man than I gave him credit for. Guess I owe the guy an apology for cracking up at him.
You did what? No. Truth be told, a guy like me can't make heads or tails of that tree. It's not gonna stop me from protecting Cecile no matter what. I told her that. She laughed right in my face. Well, the story continues. Whoosh. Whoosh.
Harold and his family returned to the city. I was just getting to know Sophia, so I was sad to see them go, but I understand why they had to. Maybe you can go visit them. Maybe you can go visit them.
Alright, that should only leave our favorite two. Wait, where's your...
They say the president was arrested in the city. A bracer made its way over to the village the moment travel restrictions were lifted. Given everything happening in Crossbell, we need to help one another now more than ever.
Yes, here. Elkin? Just what on the goddess's green earth is that there tree off in the distance? It don't matter which way you slice it. That just ain't normal. All I want is to take my drives in peace again. You tell me those days are over forever? At this rate, who knows what the heck's gonna happen to Crossbell? All I want is to take my drives in peace again.
Well, I guess those days are...
I'll fight for those days. I'll fight for those days. That's Armorica. Farewell, sweet Armorica village. Our next destination awaits as we go to the Boathouse, I suppose. See who's here. If we have Lake Lord III himself still hanging out. Oh, Kaguya. Wonder if I could convince that. That's fine, Lloyd. We're good.
I'd forgotten that man Serdan was the only one allowing us to stay here. He's ruined our precious alone time, and for that he's going to pay.
What is Serdan up to over here?
Well, didn't think I'd find you here, Lake Lord.
I believe you said we were free to use this boathouse as we saw fit. You've no right to complain now.
Of course not. A promise is a promise. Still, this place isn't exactly convenient. You know you're welcome to join us at the branch office in town, right?
Please. We haven't fallen so low that we need charity from the likes of you. Damn it all. We're supposed to be mortal enemies. Why is he acting so chummy? It's unbecoming is what it is. He won't win me over that easily.
It takes Brazilians to live out here for over a month, the way these two have. Looks like they've been drying fish and foraging for edible wildgrass to scrape by. I deserve some kind of respect.
Does. Oh, Ratty Roo. Get back up on that Merkaba. I'm not walking a Tangram. Come on. I got the Gralsritter to personally escort me anywhere I want to go, so I'm going to go to Tangram Gate. Because I saw some punks. Oh. It's Chiruru taking the boys on a crazy ride? Wasn't this girl supposed to know the safe way to take? I didn't sign up to run a marathon down the entire highway. Adios, I thought I was gonna die.
We ran into a cryptid on the way here. I have to expected it to kill us. At least we made it to Tangram Gate. Now we just need to cross over to the Republic. We will be able to go back, right?
Even with the barrier gone, we didn't have an actual kind of car to get home. A girl we ran into offered to guide us here. Then a cryptid showed up out of nowhere. I should have known hitchhiking would have been easier.
I met these boys near the east exit of the city. They said they were headed to Tangram Gate, so I decided to bring them along as my bodyguards. As it turns out, they were totally useless.
Oh, Chiruru gets the last laugh. That's wonderful.
The Republican army seems to have gone on standby in response to that blue tree appearing. Even still, caution is an absolute must, now that we have no barrier or aeons to back us up. At this point, the CDF is Crossbell's last bastion of defense. We need to be as vigilant as humanly possible. You guys? Wait, I just remembered. He's like, you guys? Wait, I just remembered. We're not supposed to arrest you anymore. I wonder what the Defense Force ever even aimed to accomplish in the end. When it was established, it felt like the CGF had finally found its pride. Or at least that's how I saw it. It sold us a dream. One that we were only just beginning to wake up from.
Man, well put. Well put indeed. Now then.
Dad, I want to go home.
Oh, even with the barrier gone, we still can't return to the Republic. I just want to get my little boy to safety.
Situation abnormal. There's a giant tree out in the wetlands. Oh, because he's usually like, situation normal. Just what in the world is that thing? I haven't been able to sit still since it appeared.
Any Calvardians who didn't get out of Crossbell before the barrier went up have been gathering at the gate. But seeing as we can't relax our guard against the Republic right now, we have no choice but to stop them from passing. Makes me feel a little bit bad, actually. I can empathize with their desire to go home.
Yes, but the safety of Crossbell comes first.
Wouldn't you know it? I don't have much of an appetite right now. No, that won't do. I'm in a position where I need my nutrients, even if I have to force myself to eat. The Empire or the Republic can invade us at a moment's notice. I have to be ready to protect our state.
Yes, sir. I know things aren't great right now. Would you like anything to eat? Being hungry just compounds your anxiety and irritation, you know? Your mind will feel a lot calmer after a nice big meal.
Aw. I can cook myself now, kind of a master, if you will.
Rumor has it that Ilya has regained consciousness. It's true that Crossbell is in for some tough times ahead. But so long as we have Ilya as our guiding light, I just know everything will be okay.
Probably some Calvardians in here though, right?
Gah, enough! Why in Adios' name are you people keeping me here? Just who is responsible for this? There has to be someone I can blame.
Wow. I'll go talk to the man in charge. Don't worry. Go talk to old Duggonator. Duggo, you're patrolling.
With the future being as uncertain as it is, Deputy Commander Douglas has gone to the city to figure out what the plan should be going forward. Between that big blue tree and a potential invasion from the Empire or the Republic, we got a lot of problems on our hands. How much is the Defense Force going to be able to help? How much the Defense Force will be able to help remains to be seen, but I have to do whatever I can to keep hope alive. Indeed. Indeed. Sometimes my mind's autocorrect just don't work. Just don't work that well. Anybody out here? Nah. Just a chest. Chest at the edge of the world. What about the roof? No funny business. There's Republic. Seems both our neighbors are in turmoil. That tree. Bet you can see it from every point in the state. It's appearing out of nowhere was like something out of a fairy tale. What's going to happen to Crossbell next? Your guess is as good as mine. We're continuing to monitor the Republic per the Deputy Commander's orders. That said, it was only with the power of the Aeons we were able to keep the major powers' armies at bay before. The next time they press us, we probably won't be able to stop them. Ooh boy. It'll be fine. They feel like the least of our worries right now. Now, we gotta save Crossbell from itself. Whoosh. With that, these boys are here. Struggling to get a car. I just freaking have the Merkaba come land and pick me up.
Yeah. Eat that. Let's go to the Mishelam Resorts. Should be the last place on the outskirts. Depends on how you want to count Cathedral, if you want to count that outskirts or city. I think I want to count that city. Let's go. Anybody in the... Anybody? Nobody's in the changing rooms. Okay. Probably not a lot going on here at Mishelam, though. Yeah, the business seems to be closed. That makes sense. There might be somebody out here. Residential area has been sealed off. Oh, surely there's somebody fishing at least. I know no boats come here, but you wouldn't pass up a good spot like this? All right. Okay. I gotcha. Sure. Because this is also going to be closed. Surely. Hotel Delphinia is in business.
The staff and I have returned to check in on the hotel now that things have settled down in the city. That being said, that enormous blue tree is even more unsettling from up close. Needless to say, Mishelam won't be able to reopen like this.
Oh.
That giant tree is looming right over this place, but the staff still came to work. That's bravery right there. But me, as soon as I'm finished with maintenance, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Got a orb synthesizer over there. Hello.
Things have gotten pretty dusty around here during our absence. That blue tree off in the distance still makes me uneasy, but I'll do what I can to clean up this place.
Good. That's the spirit. Now then. Anybody else in here? No. In fact not. We already talked to Miss Luciola over there. And then we go here and here, just barging in every door, just like BAM, BAM. Okay.
I heard that Speaker McDowell was one of several who were confined at the state guest house. If that wasn't terrible enough, the people keeping them there were the Jaegers who attacked the city. The president has no excuse for any of this, even if it was all in the name of our independence.
The people know Croy's staircase. Okay. That's the hotel. I assume there's going to be absolutely nothing of interest at the park, but maybe Mishy's here. Maybe if we go looking and we hope really hard, like surely, maybe over by the roller coaster. Let's turn back. Let's turn back. All we have is that shard at the very edge of the Castle of Mirrors. All right. That's Mishelam, everybody. That's Mishelam. Not much to see here, really. Not much to see here. Let's jump out there on that beach. Anybody on the beach? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, but imagine if I missed something like that. Oh, what about the kitty? What about the kitty? Noir? No! Where is she? Where is she? Alright. With that, we're boarding the Merkaba. Calming down. Okay, doing a quick once-over here. Medical College, checked. Crossbell Police Academy. Bellguard Gates. Mainz Mining Village. Don't need to go to the doll studio because we know that he's in Mainz. Armorica Village. The Boathouse. Tangram Gate. Mishelam. Go to the wetlands too, just for funsies, I guess. And then Crossbell freaking City. Take me there. The last thing that remains is on the road to Mainz. I want to do the Cathedral this episode. It's a final little wrap-up. I need to hear the good word of Adios.
What could have possibly caused that pale blue tree to appear in Crossbell? Will it bring light to this land or disaster? Even us men and women of the cloth couldn't begin to say.
Oh, Hamel, Tamel, I'm so happy you're safe. Oh, thank you, Adios. Thank you for your mercy.
Shit. Oh, is this the bad... Is that the... I think Tamel's the bad boy, actually.
Sister Juju, you don't have to bawl about her, you know?
We're glad you're okay too, Sister Juju.
Yes, because you're the goodest boy.
Yeah,
All the kids in the city are doing totally fine. Thanks for worrying about us, Sister Juju.
What's Sister Juju turning on the waterworks for? We were the ones who worried about her.
Huh, whatever. We can use this to tease her with later.
Some things never change. Now then, let's go see old man Quint. I mean, I see him right there. I still go into his house.
The police came by a little while ago to ask me some questions. Even now, I refuse to believe it. There's just no way Ian Grimwood would do something so heinous.
We know. It's hard to accept. But it's the reality, no matter how much we try to deny it. And the only way to uncover his true motives is to ask him ourselves. So we're all assuming that, like, I don't know, I think we got a definitive answer, but like Arios was locked in combat with Guy and then pow! Mr. Grimwood shoots him in the back with a gun. So that's the working theory. But here lies Guy Bannings.
Guy's Tonfas. My heart aches just looking at them. All those cuts.
Must be Arios' handiwork. Yes, those two went at it pretty hard.
Yeah. But look closely. You can see a lot of smaller nicks and scratches too. There's even marks from all the repeated repairs that were made to them. My brother strove for the truth and never gave up, no matter what barrier stood in his way. These Tonfas, they're a reflection of Guy's will, the values he lived his life by.
You might be onto something there.
If we hope to resolve this crisis and close my brother's case, then we'll have to overcome Arios in the process, and Mr. Grimwood too. That's the only way to reach the truth he sought. I'll be looking after these Tonfas a while longer, Guy. So please, lend me your strength.
Lloyd. You have the rest of us here too, in case you've forgotten.
She's right, man.
It's going to take the combined efforts of all of us to bring Kia home. You're right. I know I can always count on you guys. Now let's do this.
Oh, wonderful. Better motivation right there.
Musha!
This is the first time I've been able to visit the cemetery since those monsters showed up in the city. It was anxiety-inducing at first, but the thought of my dearly departed gave me all the courage I needed. I have him to thank for keeping me safe. I'm sure he was watching over me from heaven.
Oh. Farewell, Musha. Farewell.
Now, back to the bosom of Adios, into the cathedral. Let me tell you, that tree popping up out of nowhere gave me and every other trader I know a real shock. I'm not worried, though. I know Adios will keep us safe as long as we pray. You should try it too. Just send the goddess a few prayers and everything will come up roses.
Okay, he's completed his journey into Adios' bosom.
The president is in custody now. However, the situation in Crossbell is still anything but encouraging. This lad may very well be dragged into the throes of war yet again. You're...
How's it going, Archbishop Aralda? Nice to properly meet you.
So, this is the truth, is it, Lazy Hemisphere? All this time, you were one of them. I had been so blinded by Rhys Argent's arrival that I failed to notice what was right beneath my nose. Only the Congregation for the Sacraments would devise something so devious.
You're right. So allow me to formally apologize on the congregation's behalf.
As for the matter at hand, I must take your responsibility for having spurred your intervention for so long. I must take responsibility. After what I've allowed Crossbell to become, I deserve not your apology, but your admonishment instead.
Archbishop Aralda?
The man's a hard ass even on himself.
I always understood why you refused, considering your position. That said, I'd appreciate it if you could turn a blind eye to what we're doing from here from now on. Don't push it, Wazy.
So much for being discreet.
I will take it under consideration. There is much I must reflect upon with a clear mind, my past actions included. A great tree that appears in the wetlands is unlike anything recorded in the testaments. Contending against it may be beyond the means of mankind.
I wouldn't count us out just yet. Leave this to us. And if we prove you wrong and solve this mess, I'll be expecting your full cooperation from now on.
If it's for the sake of Crossbell, then I will consider it. May the grace of the goddess be with you all.
I was finally able to make contact with the children outside the city. It may still be a while before Sunday school classes can resume, but for now, this is relief enough.
All 5 of them? Marble.
Lloyd, Ellie, I must ask you something. Kia is inside of that tree, isn't she?
You could tell, Sister Marble?
By the looks on your faces, yes. I can't speak to us the details of what you're up against, but I do feel compelled to say one thing. As Kia's guardians, it is your duty to bring her back safely, no matter what. Am I clear? Of course, we'll do no less.
Oh, thanks for the pep talk, Father Renton. You'll be rounding us off. Well, it better be a good one.
There will undoubtedly be people coming in droves seeking aid from the church. We'll have to prepare accordingly so that we're ready to welcome them in.
Yes. And on that note, we have finished the last round of talkies outside of the main city center itself. And so next time around, we're going to be gearing up and prepping for the battles that are to come, quartzing up and just getting so freaking ready. You don't even know. Tune in next time when we say our farewells to Crossbell City and leave to save what we hold dear. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.